Hello Year 3, welcome back. As you know, this week we are talking all about magnets. So what do magnets look like? They can look like that, they can look like that, or another example, they can also look like this tiny thing. You will remember that for our last topic we were talking about forces. For example, push and pull forces. Now push and pull forces work when two things come into contact. For example, if I take this plastic bottle and I push it away, that can happen because two things are coming into contact, my hand and the bottle. If I pull the bottle, there are still two things that are coming into contact. What are they? Of course, my hand and the bottle again. Magnets work because they create a magnetic field, and this is different because they don't have to work when two things come into contact. This magnetic force is invisible, and magnets can attract or pull something even when there are two things that are not in contact. So let's have a look at this, for example. We have this, and it's going to pull the other magnet towards it. You see? They attract. Can you see how they've both come together there? Now this is interesting because there are some materials that are magnetic, but there are also materials that are not magnetic. If something is not attracted, that means it won't be pulled towards the other thing. For example, can you think of any materials that are magnetic? I can think of one. I'm not magnetic, so if I try and push this on me, I'm not magnetic, so it doesn't stick. I am not attracted to the magnet. We are going to be doing an investigation where we find out where the materials are or are not magnetic. Let's have a look at the objects that we're going to be using. The materials that we will be testing are, first of all, plastic. We have glass, metal, it's a coin. We have wood, and finally we have fabric. So your table looks a bit like mine. You've got 3 columns for materials tested, the predictions and your results. Today we're just going to be looking at the first 2 columns because tomorrow we'll be doing the experiment and you'll be able to write in your results. So first of all, for our materials tested, what do you think will go in that first column, in the first box there? The first one will be plastic, because plastic is the first material we're going to test. So I'm going to write that in my table. Plastic. And then, who remembers what the second material that I showed you was? What's the second material that we're going to be testing? It is glass. So that's what you'd write in the next one down. Next, you would write metal. After that, you would write wood. And what's the final material we're testing? It's fabric. So that would be in the last row of your materials tested column. This is what we're going to be doing today, our predictions. So we are going to predict whether we think a material is or is not magnetic. For plastic, I am going to make the prediction that it is magnetic. So I'm going to write magnetic in that predictions box. There. Okay then, so I'll leave you to decide whether you think that other materials will or will not be magnetic. If you need to go back over the materials that we will be looking at in order, of course you can go back over the video and pause it as you need. Okay then, see you tomorrow.